Day 11 of 100 Day Talking to Camera Challenge. So I do have a nugget of wisdom. I'm trying to offset talking about the challenge because I think talking about the challenge for 100 days could get a bit stale, but talking a few nuggets of wisdom, now that could actually be useful to people. So 2 nuggets of wisdom I pulled out of this book, which I just finished today. I know I should have read this a long time ago, but Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl, really good book. 2 nuggets of wisdom. One analogy that I really, really liked was that suffering is like a gas. It fills all available space. So the pain and the stimuli doesn't need to be that bad, but if you suffer from it, it can completely take over your awareness. And that is suffering. That's why some people seem to suffer more with less bad things happening to them objectively than other people. Some people can seem to, with dignity, bear what seems to be greater amounts of pain and ill fortune. And this might be the case that someone's lost their whole family in a car accident and they seem to be handling it very well and very dignified, and then somebody, I don't know, stubs their toe or has something very minor happen to them that gets cut off in traffic and then their whole day's ruined and they're suffering about it, right? It's because if you suffer from the stimuli, it fills your available space, which is the awareness. So I think suffering is a binary thing. You either suffer or you don't. There's not really levels of suffering. That doesn't mean to say there's not levels of pain. And like in the book, you would say that the level of suffering experienced by someone who was in a concentration camp in Auschwitz would be higher than someone who just stubs their toe on their way to getting a glass of milk in the middle of the night. I don't know who drinks milk in the middle of the night, but I think the suffering of the people are the same, albeit not for as long. You stub your toe, you're suffering intensely for 3 seconds, and then it subsides, and you're like, okay, that's not so bad, but it did hurt for a little bit. But I think suffering is you're either suffering or you don't, and the level of pain and stimuli varies greatly. But if you allow yourself to experience suffering and dwell in it, then yes, it can take up the whole available thing. Point is, suffering like a gas takes up all available space in your consciousness and awareness.